This program is brought to you by Sato Wallet, an advanced multi-cryptocurrency wallet and exchange platform. Hello, my name is Tony Obiaju, and you're welcome to another exciting edition of Inside Blockchain. On today's program, I will be bringing you reviews from our trip to the capital city of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Abuja, also known as a city of hills, houses, an estimated population of over 6 million people, making it Nigeria's fourth largest city. We decided to visit and discuss with some of the crypto experts, entrepreneurs, and investors resident in Abuja to find out what they think about the blockchain technology and the rate of its awareness and adoption in Abuja. Stay with me as some of the questions and their opinions are unfolded.
Yeah, it's viewed in the same way I call it, a rebellion. And in the sense that the blockchain came to decentralize the system. And when we mean decentralized, we mean every centralized body, the government, the banks, financial institutions, every centralized body, the blockchain came to pull all of them out. So it's not receiving a lot of warm reception, but I don't really care about that, because a country like Nigeria, it took us about 25 years to bring in the first ATM. So it's still, Bitcoin is just 9 years plus. So I still think we'll still face some of the little challenges from the government, especially with the kind of leaders we have. I've had encounters with even some top officials at the central bank. Some of them do these things at the back, but for the government to accept it as a whole, I think we'll still see another 2, 3, 4, 5 years of friction.
In Abuja, to be precise, the blockchain technology is more or less of a personal thingy rather than the whole community getting involved in the blockchain technology. Now, talking about blockchain, the first successful test of the blockchain was what? Bitcoin. So when you call Bitcoin, the name connotes probably Ponzi or MLM, what even people tag it as it was MMM, because MMM had something to do with Bitcoin. So the perception about the blockchain technology in Abuja is not so vast.
People still think that it's more like a Ponzi scheme. I don't know why blockchain and cryptocurrencies are associated with a Ponzi scheme. People think it's MMM, and you still need to keep educating them about, how it isn't MMM, and it's not a Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin is not a Ponzi scheme, it's the new money, it's just money in another phase. Especially when you go through the evolution of money, where we've come from barter, to paper money, which is the fiat currency, to the card, it's just basically us educating them and letting them know that it's a new phase of money, really.
Awareness is still on the low. Just a few persons that understand blockchain technology and then can differentiate between cryptocurrency, understanding the fact that it's just one aspect of blockchain technology. So awareness is still on the low, especially in Abuja.
It's really slow, and like I said, people associate it with either the Yahoo, as in like the Ponzi scheme. Maybe because, as in most Ponzi schemes actually, decided to use it as a means of payment as well. Because people love to try new things, and then to realize that, when Bitcoin value was going up, it was easy to pay people in Bitcoin. So the adoption, is people still perceive it in that light, that it's either MMM, it's a Ponzi scheme, it's Yahoo. Anyone that is doing an online business is into any Yahoo business. But we're still educating. That's why we're here, to educate the public.
Now, in a city like Abuja, you're going to have the unemployed youths employed. That's one. I want to bring it down, to a layman's view or something, so that you understand how this can go viral and affect everybody and impact lives in Nigeria, in Abuja. Now, people can trade for a living. You don't just have to buy cryptocurrencies and hold back, and then when you appreciate, you make money. As I speak, I trade right here in this space, and on a daily basis, I know how much I make. At least I average $500 to $1,000 daily. I don't own a CV. I've never done these name, age, and all that, and then you go submit somewhere or something. So we can carve out a niche for ourselves. Unemployed youths, this will go a long way to help people start making a living for themselves. That is one. Two, transparency in every form of business transactions. What have we? In governance is going to go a long way for transparency as well. We have countries that have implemented the blockchain technology with regards to elections. Imagine what's going to happen to Nigeria if our elections today were to be synchronized with the blockchain technology. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to know the winner from onset. Everybody in the world is viewing. You can't doctor anything on blockchain. So talking about the advantages, they are so enormous, but I think I did want to just stick with this three.
The benefits are enormous. Let's even look at the benefits, as in use cases of the blockchain. We have a lot of security issues right now in Nigeria. Imagine if we could put our identity on the blockchain. That's one of the use cases of the blockchain. I mean, it would be able to curtail what we're going through right now in Nigeria. A few weeks ago when the Vice President came, we talked about having our land on the blockchain. If we do have the Nigerian land, on the blockchain, we would cut off all these Oduwole issues, people claiming other people's lands. Take a look at Ghana here, our neighbor. They have their land on the blockchain. I mean, which means that it's also doable in Africa, even in Nigeria, which is actually a bigger country than Ghana. And then we have the health sector, as well, that we can actually work on, I mean, I remember when I traveled out to go and have my daughter abroad, I went with some documents here, to prove. And it turned out that the doctor said, no, he couldn't use any of them. We had to go through a series of tests again. So if I had my documents, everything on the blockchain, he can simply call it up, so we can use it. There's several in agri, in finance, what we're having with ghost workers, we could actually, curtail those things, because it's actually the most transparent technology. So there's so many use cases of the blockchain, really.
We are used to centralized systems. So our first approach will be to profile a centralized solution to a decentralized problem, and it's not going to work. So yes, there's going to be some form of regulation. They are the government, for heaven's sake. There's going to be some form of regulation, but I don't think it's any time close. But also, there are also aspects that can be regulated. Even in fiat, you can't regulate everything. Can you regulate somebody moving about with cash? And so there's a limit to where the regulations can come in. And one of the places where the regulations can come in is places like, okay, if you're going to sell on an exchange, for instance, you have to do KYC, know your customer, where you have to put all the person's details, and if person is going to use a bank for transfer and the rest, you can put his BVN and the rest of them. But if you look at it holistically, sir, I think if I want to do a transaction with you, for instance, I want to buy your car. Even if your car is 10 million, or I want to buy your village, for instance, and you call one outrageous amount. Since I'm transferring pair to pair, no third party, no matter where I got the money from, nobody cares. But if I want to now do anything that will relate to cash, that's only where the government can come in. When there is an attempt to move crypto to cash or cash to crypto on a public exchange. But when it comes to peer-to-peer, I think the government, they are helpless there.
Now, if we're talking about our government here, then we need to narrow it down to Nigerian government. The first thing starts with sensitization. If the government, let's be realistic here. If they don't know what we're talking about here, how do you think they're going to give approvals? The answer is a no. They won't approve nothing. So they, the government in quotes, need to understand what the blockchain technology is all about first, and then they need to come in, be part and parcel of this, and then give the necessary permissions to allow this to float. Now, talking about regulations, India, as of today, they have come up with some regulations for traders in cryptocurrencies. Fair enough. Now, Nigeria can also do the same. But before they do that, they must understand what this is about.
Well, truly, I do believe that the blockchain, as in whatever we're doing on the blockchain can be regulated, in the sense that, I mean, if I must put up my KYC, and as in which is my know your customer information, which is your ID card, you need to verify who you are, and then your address as well. To some extent, that's the regulation. Initially, cryptocurrency and blockchain, we didn't need to do all of that with Bitcoin. In fact, I know one of the companies that insisted that we should do that was OneCoin, which to some extent I still give them credit because they saw ahead, before every other company knew that we needed to put our KYC up. Right now, most exchanges, you need to do your KYC to be able to trade, which is some form of regulation. Now, I also believe that it would help people, more investors to come on board on blockchain and cryptocurrency, really, if we have some level of regulation. It gives the investors that bit of comfort, knowing that, okay, they're not just putting their money into something that nobody really knows anything about or knows who is on the other side that is purchasing your cryptocurrency. So yes, I do believe that, regulations will still come in, which is good, and yeah, the government should actually, look more into that direction.
Now, what I'll say is simple. Whatever I am today, I give glory to God. But at the same time, we must give honor to whom honor is due. Now, cryptocurrency, forex trading made me who I am today. So, in all honesty, I've made good money from the crypto space. Mind you, trying to break it down for you. Blockchain is vast, and then we're talking about cryptocurrencies now. Now, everything I own today and I am today, all thanks to the crypto space. So a lot of young people out there have the potentials to get to where they want to be. Les Brown said something, if you aim for the moon, right? If you aim for the stars, when you fail, when you fail, you aiming for the moon, you're going to be among the stars, right? But what's going to happen to you if you aim for the sky and you fail? You're going to be back to earth. Do you understand? Now, making money is very difficult. Staying broke is very difficult. But you have to choose one. So which is it going to be? You just have to do something. I'll tell you something about the usual people. 9 to 5. Their salary, their income, everything about them is normal. Okay? But when you do the abnormal things of life, your income is abnormal. Permit me, scriptural, right? It's written, I will show you wealth in hidden places. Some translation has it this way, that I'll show you the hidden treasures of the dark. So these are not the regular kind of businesses. Do you understand? So when you get involved in such businesses, then you will know that I'm the Lord that called thee by name. Am I communicating? It's also scriptural. In Ecclesiastes 11, the Bible said something. Spread your investment across many waters because you don't know what evil might befall the land. So getting involved in blockchain technology and in cryptocurrency is the best thing that can happen to any young man out there, any young lady out there, because you begin to control your finances. You take your financial freedom into your own hands, your time freedom into your own hands. So that is what I know, and I think everybody can do out there.
And that's it on the show today. We love to encourage feedback, so share your thoughts with me by using the comment section, or you can send a mail to info@cryptotvplus.com. Don't forget to get more information about the African narrative of cryptocurrencies and the blockchain technology. Visit our website at cryptotvplus.com. You can also follow us across our social media platforms at cryptotvplus. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. My name still remains Tony Obiajuru. It's a bye for now.